Welcome everyone to episode 6 of Monster Hunter Try. In the last episode, we hunted a Kurapeko and a Royal Ludroth, and I did a bunch of grinding. I didn't do as much grinding as I wanted off screen, because some of these materials get really ridiculous to grind. But if we look at our weapon box, I did upgrade this hammer as much as I can. We can upgrade this hammer. I made a second Ludroth hammer, and we upgraded to the Ludroth Splash Hammer, which has now 200, 120 water elemental, which is pretty good. I also made two switch axes, because the weapon tree splits up here, you know. So we have two switch axes that we can make, and a second one that I haven't upgraded yet to the next level. But yeah, we can't make either of them yet. But I did practice a little bit with the switch axe. But for this monster specifically that we're going to fight, I want to have a hammer ready, which is a Barroth. So here we go. In this episode, I want to hunt the Barroth. And, tie up some loose ends. Oh my god. Also, I did enough that we can actually finish some villager requests. For this we need 2 more glue gloppers, but yeah, that's about it. So let's go hunt the Barroth. Barroth in this game is the first real wall a new player will encounter. It took me quite a bit of time to get it down the first time, but it's the kind of monster where with every hunt you do, you just get better at it until it's pretty trivial in the end. So yeah, for me, Barroth is mostly trivial. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that I'm going to be forced to eat my words. I don't know if this Barroth is actually stronger than its counterpart in the other games, so I could be eating my words here. I think the water element, I think it's weak to 2 elements. I'm not sure if that's true. I read it back in the day. That it was like weak to water when it's covered in mud, and if it's not covered in mud, it's weak to fire. I don't know if that's true. But since it's the strongest hammer we have, I'm going to take this hammer. There it is. It's a pretty unique concept to try, that they then replicated in each new game. So yeah, here's the thing about Barroth. Obviously you can carve off the tail, but also you can carve off the scalp. The strong scalp on the top. You know? But the only way you can do it is with a hammer. I wouldn't even suggest to try with a cutting weapon. This is only mostly possible with a hammer. So that's why I'm carrying a hammer today instead of a cutting weapon. We're going to switch over to switch axe for some other monsters, but for this one I want a hammer. Let me focus a little bit. remember it not being as bad as the first time I encountered it. It's also the first monster that the cry can stun you. Fuck. There you go. Thanks, Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha is definitely one of the better hunting helpers. Let's go. So yeah, it was definitely my first monster on the wall, and basically the monster that trained me back in the day. Come on, charge. Fuck. It seems a little bit faster than it is in the other games when it's enraged, but I don't know about that yet. I think that was Barra's introduction, right? This game. Oh yeah. Oh wow, monsters do way more damage. I might need to upgrade my armor. Because monsters do way too much damage at this stage. But that also includes way more grinding again, which I have been doing quite a lot. Problem is none of the monsters I encountered really want to drop their rare drops. So that's a problem. Stupid. There we go. That's better. We need to try hitting the head a little bit more. Stupid. But yeah, when it's exhausted, it becomes pretty much easier. We need to hit the head a lot. I'm also not playing well today for some reason. I've been noticing it before. I did a hunt before this, and I'm just not really playing well. Maybe I'm too tired to play. So that might be a reason. Also, the monsters do crazy amount of damage right now. Let's go. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of my attacks. Shouldn't happen. Come on. You're not that strong, Barra. don't want to get hit by that. And by that either. I didn't want to dodge forward. I literally pressed the button to dodge backwards. But... okay. Where is it going? Also, we might need to pick up some potions in the future. Did it go over here? Usually goes over here. But yeah, take some potions with us. I have been avoiding that. I have been using herbs mostly. For the most part. But we might need potions. This area is a little bit smaller, which is not really great. Also, I need to stop doing that spinning move. That spinning move is not really great. Oh, come on. Seriously? Yeah, it's as big as a wall as I remember it being back in the day. Also, water blight is way harder to deal with, but fine. Here we go. Hit the mud off its head, at least. Come on. I think we can do it. We just need to be careful about how we do it. We don't want to get hit too much and run out of healing items. That would be fatal, potentially. Here we go. Give me your head. Here we go. We also might need to attack its legs a little bit more because it falls over. Go. So yeah, I don't have much interesting stuff to say. I was grinding Kurpeko a lot because I want to get the random drop, the rare drop, which is basically its flintstones. And I have been grinding it a lot, and I haven't been getting a single one. So yeah. Monster Hunter sometimes likes to keep screwing you over, like this. You know? You need to really look at chip damage. It still has some questionable hitboxes, which, you know, old school Monster Hunter does have. Oh my god, how did that hit me? It pretty much changed direction midway. Oh no. So yeah, I completely ran out of healing items, which is not good. If I can beat this, I might just re-record it. Oh, come on. That tail swipe is way too fast. Well, first card of the game. And I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. Would be good to have upgraded my gear to something else, but yeah, I don't even recognize what I'm doing wrong most of the time right now. Fuck you, Renoplos. I could pick up some items, but I might just go into it with potions next time. Just take a bunch of potions and do it that way. Is it sleeping? I think Barov rests a lot. No, it's actually sleeping. Okay. We might be able to do this after all. If it's already sleeping. It might be close to dying. There goes the scalp. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see happening. Maybe I am further in the fight than I think I am. I just didn't realize it because the hammer can't break off body parts that quickly. So yeah, if you're ever looking to get better scalps because you need them in a certain piece of equipment or something. Actually, might be quicker if didn't want to commit fully. Oh my god, that was close. It might be actually better to use if Barrett is in this state, in enraged state. It might just be better to use the quick hammer attacks like this, so you can get out quicker again. It's not really good that it's in enraged state. Seriously, that's how many times are you going to do that? Not really great. Not really great. Yeah, some of these monsters seem a little bit sped up. I remember the one in 3U being way easier. But that's probably because they rebalanced it. This one feels like a proper fight. Like a proper brawl, which is fitting for a brute wyvern. Here we go. That's Berath. And our first card as well. So yeah, the game's going to throw me some punches from this point onward. As I said, Barroth is the first real wall of the game. Let's turn on the music a bit. But yeah, Barroth is the first real wall of the game. And we got a Barrow Scalp. If you ever wonder how to get a Barrow Scalp, this is it. So use the hammer. So yeah, we got some stuff. 2 Barrow Fridge, 2 Barrow Scalp. Good. That's how you get the scalp. You basically break off its scalp with the hammer. I think it can be achieved with regular cutting weapons, but it's way harder since you bounce off most of the time. But a mud, claw, a ton of barrel stuff. Here we go. Also, making the assault switch axe would be fine. That would be really cool. So, let's see. Let's see what the game has in store for us right now. Oh yeah, you can always go to the village chief for additional info. And Chacha has something new to make. Here we go. And that's another villager request, right? Yes. Oh no, it requires a flintstone. Fuck. Yeah, the thing is, flintstone is basically the Kurapeko flintstone, you know, that it holds. And you can break it off. But did I make it too quiet right now? There we go. You can break it off. But the problem is it doesn't drop it as much. It's not in the quest rewards as much for some reason. And that's the reason why I didn't get it yet. Well, let's see what we can make with the stuff we have. We need 4 more Barrow shells and 2 more claws. 1 more claw. So yeah, getting the shells is the priority on this one. And I think that's about it. Because here's the thing, as you might notice, for this hammer I need an additional flintstone. And since it doesn't drop from Kurapeko, here we go. And we got the next urgent quest. Hunting a gobble. This is also going to be really difficult. That's why I'm going to... Let's prepare for a little bit before we hunt the gobble. Store items. Here we go. Remove items. We want to... Let's combine some items. We have quite a bunch of blue mushrooms, which should give us enough potions for now. Here we go. And we want to equip the bone axe plus. I'm going to talk a little bit more about how the switch axe works later. People in the Discord server have told me that it's basically broken in this game, so it's one of the most powerful weapons in this game because every time a weapon gets introduced in Monster Hunter, it's immediately broken. So let's hunt the Gobble. I don't think I can do. There's a special thing you can do with Gobble, but I don't think that's possible in the first hunt. By the way, people really don't like this monster as much. I think it's okay. It's an okay monster. Not my favorite, but we'll see how I talk about this monster once the recording is over. Let's just say it like that. I really want to get stuff done in this game. The grinding aspect is a little bit much for me right now. Um, I think that's okay. They want to stretch stretch it a little bit, you know, stretch out the grinding aspect a little bit so you stick around longer, so the content is longer. It's not as bad in 3U because it has way more content to go through. Oh, fucking tired today. There it is. I love Monster Hunter Tri because it has so many good, unique monster designs. Here we go. Throwing a paintball at it. Gobble likes to hide in the sand, as you can see, in the mud underwater. Here we go. It's probably not the best way to talk about the best time to talk about Switch Axe as a weapon. As you can see, Switch Axe has an axe mode and a sword mode. In the axe mode, you deal quite a bit of damage. It's not bad at all. Fuck, I got stunned. Let's get away. Every time Gobble hides under the mud, it's best to stay away because it has quite a few attacks that can damage you. So yeah, in axe mode you deal regular damage. It's basically your slow hitting weapon. Also, this lantern needs to break. So yeah, Gobble can be quite hard to judge. I don't find it too difficult as a monster, but I get why people don't like it. It's in underwater, a Gobble is like really hard to hit sometimes, especially for me now because I'm bouncing all over the place. So yeah, using R, you can switch from axe mode into sword mode with the switch axe. And in sword modes, you not only have your regular attacks, your attacks are faster in sword mode, but you also use something called a file, and each switch axe has a different file attached to it. This one is just a general attack up file, but there is, you know, paralysis files and element files and all of this stuff. So you can actually deal additional elements or paralysis or other stuff with sword mode. So yeah, I'm trying to get its tail. Maybe we can get that for good enough. Oh yeah, it also has this weird sucking attack that just sucks. No pun intended. Um, yeah, and you can switch it like this, which takes quite some time, you know, to be switching from axe to sword mode. But also, switch axe has something that you can switch mid-combo. You need to look out in axe mode for that thrusting attack. After that thrusting attack, you can immediately switch to sword, which is really strong. If I can, I want to show off everything the switch axe has to offer. There we go. Immediately to sword. Let's go. Unload. And then switch back to axe. Fuck. Ow, that hurts a lot. Holy fuck, that almost did the entirety of my health bar. It might be time to ditch this armor set, but this also means it's time to grind, which is not something I'm looking forward to. Even more grinds. I really don't want to miss my upload schedule, to be honest. That's why I've been recording this while I wasn't finished with the grinding, because I really can't afford to miss the upload schedule. I really want to get basically one episode out per day, if I can. And this one is quite the bummer. But it might also be time for a second series at one point. There it is. Let's use a sonic bomb. There you go. You can basically trap it with a sonic bomb like this. Let's do this. I hope we can beat this thing. That attack doing almost my entire health bar was a bit concerning, to be honest. Fuck you. Let's go into sword mode. And if you use plus on sword mode, you go into Ultra Elemental Discharge, which is something that's returning for future Monster Hunter games. But you can still do it in this one. So the Switch Axe is basically built the same way it's built in future iterations as well. Also, you might notice the meter at top. That's how much sword mode I have left. The bar under my sharpness gauge. You have a limit to how much sword mode you can use. And if the bar is basically gone, it forces you to switch back to axe mode. The bar refills over time. No, you don't. Fuck me. Oh, fuck. Trap me. No, 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 you don't. No, you fucking don't. I hate this gremlin monster. Fuck you, Gobold. Sometimes it's a weird monster, because sometimes you have a way easier time, and sometimes you just have the hardest time ever with it. I seem to be having a pretty difficult time right now. Also, it can stun you with that lantern, which is not really something that I appreciate. I think we already did solid damage, so... hard to say how much we actually did. Usually the fight doesn't start in this area. Oh my god, these hitboxes. Sometimes. No. Yeah, sometimes it gives you just a hard time like this, as you might notice. And then people hate it. The fight gets easier as the game moves on. Definitely. I've farmed quite a bunch of Gobo. Oh no. Still not done. No. So yeah, what you want Gobble to get at is to get it out of the water, usually. It's not as easy as people might think, but you can actually have a solid strategy of getting Gobble out of the water. Because if it's in the water, it's the most dangerous thing in Monster Hunter, probably. I would argue. Where is it? Huh? Is it outside? There it is. Yeah, outside of the water, it's pretty predictable. Try this. Let's try to cut off its tail. Um, I think you can just break its tail and the lantern on its head. But it's way quicker outside of it's way slower outside of water. And way more predictable, to be honest. You know, just roll behind it. Don't get hit by that tail because it's paralysis. It paralyzes instantly. So yeah, that was on me. It's kind of weird where I think it's limping. Where the tail is actually the most secure place to be, but also not. Let's go after it. I think for next time we will have some grinding to do. Maybe new armor sets. Definitely the new switch axe. I hate how much I'm bouncing with this. Not sure if this was a thing in regular try when I first played it, that you bounced so much. Go. Nope. I'm not going to dignify that. Yeah, I think it's limping. Yeah, it is. If we had a trap, we could trap it right now. I'm going to show you later a little bit about how to organize your inventory and all of the crafting recipes. You don't have really a recipe book in this game. So yeah, and I'm going to show you the farm a little bit. Maybe I make a separate episode where we just talk about how to farm in this game. So yeah, we need to make new armor. I think we'll look at our options when we're back. I'm going to make this episode a little bit longer. Since it's already, 45 minutes almost. So we can make it a little bit longer. That one right there is Gobble sleeping. So let's poke it. Like this. Here we go. That's Gobble. We didn't manage to cut anything. So that's quite the bummer, actually. So as you can see, it's quite a difficult fight, but not impossible to manage. Gobble is okay. I like it as a monster. I just want, a new monster hunter to bring in underwater combat and bring in, you know, new types of monsters. It's a completely new idea of a monster. Like it's basically a fish, you know, an anglerfish. And I like that idea. Like give us more diversity in Monster Hunter. I think Try was where they basically mastered the diversity of the monsters. Spike, paralysis sacks, yeah. What is this? Sleep +1. No, thank you. So yeah. That's it for Gobble. I quite like this. Let's see what happened in the village. Because we did the urgent, something should have happened. The Argosy. A rare trade. We can make rare trades. We can make more trades. Mega harpoons. Flash bombs. You can buy shock traps from this guy. You can buy armor spheres plus, which is, you know. But yeah. Nope, I don't want to dine. Let's see what everyone has to say. So the farmer has another request. Monster Fluids and Shroom Germ Plus, which we should be able to get. But this is more grinding. So this is the extension of the honey box, right? Which is probably one of the most important. Cactus flower and busy bees. Okay. The honey box is probably the most important because you want to have mega potions at all times. Okay. So let's look at this. There's really nothing we need from Gobble. This one needs Gobble hides. Okay, we got that. The problem is still quality sponge, which we which Royal Ludroth doesn't drop that much, so I really want to make this axe for next time. The assault axe really needs something like this. Let's look at armors. This is where armor skills will come in pretty handy. And we should look those up. We have Kurapeko Male, which is defense. Gobble Male has defense 16. Does it have all of those? Stun, attack, and eating? No, that's what I currently have on my Jaggy Male. Would be cool to see which skill points it does have. Water resistant? Maybe. It has expert -2, but potential +2. Expert means we get negative affinity on everything. But also it has much attack up, but it has no slot. Okay. Let's look at this one. This one has 1 slot. It also has attack up, stamina plus, and potential plus. Oh, I would love to see skills. can we see? Let me just look at this. Can we see which skills? It has a little bit less attack up, that's okay. But I would love to see what potential does. I'll have to look that up. Probably Barroth. Maybe Gobble. Depending on what the material requirements for Gobbles are. Whisk and Lantern is pretty hard to come by. This is just a fin. And where is the Gobble arm on this one? We don't have one. Okay. So yeah, add the Barroth or Gobble. I'm going to tell you next time. So since we can craft this now. Okay. I didn't need to go that far. Yes, let's look at what we have next. Okay, you sell potions now, which is really good. That's cool. So we can buy potions now. Let's just buy 99 and send them to the box for now. So we don't need to use blue mushrooms anymore. Not really. Here we go. Here we go. And we get a new hunting area, which is the tundra, which I'm going to show you next time. I think it might be okay to not grind as much. Barroth and Great Jaggy should be okay. These are harvest tours, which we won't do. But I think next time we are going to explore the tundra. I don't know if I should grind as much for next time, because the monsters we are going to face are not that difficult in the tundra. And it might give us some new materials, but we'll see. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more Monster Hunter content, please leave a like and subscribe. And goodbye!